Welcome to the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. I'm Dr. Nikki Cottis.
I'm Dr. Alejandro Elias.
And I'm Dr. Gabrielle Manto. Together, we help wellness practitioners build profitable, scalable businesses without sacrificing their health, their families, or their freedom.
On this podcast, we'll talk profit, leadership, and ownership, so your business works for you, not the other way around.
This is the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. My name is Gabrielle, and I am one of the TWP support coaches and one of your co-hosts for this podcast. I am so honored that I get to spend just a few minutes with you guys each and every month. And for those of you who do not know, my husband and I practice together right outside of Philadelphia. We have a beautiful pediatric, perinatal, and family wellness practice. We have been open for 4.5 years, and we happen to be all cash. And so today I wanted to talk to you guys about how we grew to $500,000 in less than 18 months. And so I'm going to break down the top 10 things that we did that could absolutely change your trajectory as well when it comes to your business. So the first thing that we did is we got super crystal clear on our vision, right? We knew what we were building, why and who we were building it for, right? For our community, for our future family, for the life that we refused to sacrifice, right? Our vision was not fuzzy, rather. It was not funny at all. But this is something that we review on a quarterly basis, especially on an annual basis as well. The second thing we did is that we got clarity on who we served. So we didn't try to help everyone all at once. We mastered one market at a time. So we got really good at serving infants or infants with reflux and constipation and ear infections. And then after we mastered that and really knew how to market that avatar, then we grew, right? So then we were able to take care of and had the skill sets to take care of kiddos with special gifts or neurodivergent kiddos, right? Then we got really good at taking care of pregnant moms and postpartum moms. And so all of a sudden our market grew and grew, but that started with not serving everyone all at once. We got crystal clear on who we wanted to serve first. We learned the tools that were necessary to market and to serve these individuals, and then we grew. So that clarity shaped how we spoke, right? How we marketed, how we built our care plans, how we structured their experience. And so if you are vague in your messaging and your messaging isn't landing, obviously, we're going to get random people into your office, right? We're not going to see our ideal clients. And then ultimately, that's going to drive burnout and just fatigue within your practice too. So the third thing we did is that we cultured relationships. So relationships are capital. They are everything. So when we first, even before we first opened up, I contacted everyone within an hour radius of our practice. And so an hour radius is just a made up metric that I made up in my head because I thought, okay, again, thinking about our ideal client and who we serve, if a home birth midwife was able to go and able to travel an hour from their location, I was like, you know what? I'm going to contact everyone within an hour of our location as well. Now, are these people actually referring to us? No, that wasn't the point. The point was I wanted everyone to know who we were. If someone said Pax Chiropractic or Dr. Gabrielle or Dr. Trey, I wanted them to know exactly who we were and what we stood for. And so that was the goal, for everyone to know our name. And then the relationships that we truly vibed with, that we truly felt that we could help one another, these were the relationships that I nurtured the most and that mattered the most. So again, relationships over everything. And so we wanted to make sure that this was the foundation. And this is ultimately what creates community within our area as well. It's also nice, even for your current patients or practice members or clients, to already have a vetted resource of people that you trust to recommend for your current clients. The fourth thing we did was visibility without perfection. So as much as I hate social media, especially in the beginning, Trey and I, we were dancing on Instagram essentially for new patients and for new clients and to nurture them. So we were on social media doing stupid trends, silly trends. Why? Because that is what was entertaining to our ideal client. That was what was entertaining for our community. That helped to spread the word. And so consistency always wins. So I always think, it doesn't matter about the likes or the shares or the comments. You just need to consistently show up online. And so that also being said, it wasn't just on Instagram. It was everywhere in our community. So we showed up at other community events, other businesses grand opening. If there was anything in our area, we were there showing up. Even if it wasn't for the first full time, we were at least there for a few minutes. And so one, we want to make sure that we are showing up consistently on social media. We also, again, back to the visibility piece, we booked talks at schools and moms group, again, because I wanted to be visible everywhere within our community too. The fifth thing we did was we cultivated community within our practice. So coming back to our ideal client and what our ideal client wanted, we wanted to make sure that we built a place where they felt seen and heard. So we brought our practice members or our clients together and others like them, and we brought them in and nurtured them even more. And so we allowed for them to bring their friends who are most likely just like them. And so it was a low barrier of entry into our space. So then when they already are coming in, they already see the vibe of our space. They're already starting to create a relationship with me. And so they know that when there is a need for needing chiropractic, that they knew exactly where to come to. And so this was also great because you are the queen or the king when you do this, because people come to you as the trusted advisor. This is how you truly become the trusted advisor in your community, is when you build community of people in your business too, right? If your practice feels transactional, retention will always be a struggle. And this is just an easy way that we can also retain and then bring new clients into your business as well. The sixth thing we did is we made sure everything was simple. So simplicity scales, if you've ever heard that before. And so our care plans or packages were super clear and easy to say yes to. We wanted to make sure our pricing was dialed in. Our systems were super clear and super simple too, so they're not super complex. We already had some automations with some of the other things that we use in our office. So like Sked and Go High Level and all of that, but nothing was confusing. We wanted to make sure everything was super simple for our team, for ourselves, because we're also managing a lot, and then also for the clients that we sold or are selling or serving to. And so just remember that confused people do not commit, confused buyers do not buy. And so clarity really creates that confidence for you and the patient. The seventh thing we did is that we were super certain in what we did, our craft, our services. We had certainty in what we delivered. So this directly impacted our conversions. This directly impacted the results that people saw in our office. They also knew that care was not negotiable. And so we were certain in everything that we delivered. And that doesn't mean that you know everything. It means you trust the process that you're guiding people through. If you hesitate, your patients hesitate. If your body language shows that you're not confident, your patients or your clients are not going to feel confident in you. So leadership does require conviction and confidence, not perfection. And so that was the seventh thing that we did in order to grow and to scale so quickly to $500,000 in less than 18 months. The eighth thing was that results were non-negotiable for us. So clinical excellence came first. This also increased our confidence and our evidence. This also helped with our communication, right? We also made sure that we were getting better at our craft. We were obsessed with outcomes too, with results being non-negotiable. And we know this, that not everyone sees results as quickly as others, but what we did is that we tracked progress. We celebrated wins. We made sure that people felt the difference when they walked into our practice as well and our business. And so our growth also was built on results that were sustainable. And then also when people see results, it's easy for them to refer their friends and family and to just shout your name from the rooftops. The ninth thing we did is that we had a clear patient journey. So none of our clients were left in no man's land. Nothing was left for chance. Every patient knew what happened next, right? So, okay, you're coming in for a new patient exam. They know that they're going to get presented the care plan. They know that they're going to go on the care plan. They're going to come consistently. They know what's happening before we do a progress report or a rescan. They know that they're supposed to go on wellness. They know that they have events to come to. They know that they have an app to download. They knew why it mattered as well. And so the way that we showed them that it mattered was being really clear on our communication. So during table talk or when we're need to meet with them, during those reevaluation times, the emails that they would get, the texts that they would get, and then we would also showcase this on social media. So every patient knew what happened next, why it mattered, how long it would take, and what success looked like in our office. And so one of the biggest reasons practices stay stuck under 300K isn't marketing, right? It's chaos. We don't even know the journey that our patient goes through. And so we want to be super strategic and we want to be super clear on what we want our clients and our patients to go through and move through within our practice, right? Patients don't fail care. They fall out of unclear systems. And so we didn't rely heavily on motivation or hoping people would stay. We built a patient journey that guided them from first contact, first visit, care plan, reevaluation, and then long-term wellness care forever. Then finally, the 10th thing and the most important thing that we did that helped us to grow to $500,000 in less than 18 months was that we never did this alone. Every major leap in our practice happened after we invested in ourselves, after we invested in mentorship. We invested before we felt ready, right? We got proximity to people way ahead of us. We stopped trying to figure it out all alone. And so this is the part that most people try to skip because it feels scary, right? I didn't wait until things were calm. I didn't wait until I had extra time. I didn't wait until I felt at that level to invest in coaching, because the truth is you don't get to the next level without support. Mentorship truly removed the years of trial and error. It helped us to make cleaner decisions faster. It showed us what to focus on and what to ignore. So if you are under 300K or even under 500K and still trying to white knuckle growth alone, you are paying with time instead of money, which is not what we want. Ultimately, I know you guys too, you want to make a big impact in your community, in your family, in your future generations. If that's what you want to do, then investing in mentorship helps you to collapse the timeline. And so the time is the most expensive currency that you have. And by investing in mentorship, this is truly what catapults your success anywhere from 2x to 100x, depending on how quickly you implement and how quickly you actually take action. And so all this to say, this is the pattern that I see typically see time and time again, that things aren't consistent, that we're not willing to invest in ourselves, that we don't have a clear patient journey. And these 10 things that I just told you guys about truly move the needle for us. These are the foundational things that we still use today to grow our practice to $1 million and beyond. And so I wanted to invite you guys because we are in open enrollment for the 90-day sprint, which is one of our signature programs inside of the Wealthy Practitioner. This is truly where you 2 to 10x your business and make a bigger impact, not in just your community, but in your family as well. And so the 90-day sprint, it's not just another course, right? We have so many opportunities for live coaching calls where we dial in on your finances, your marketing, your team and capacity, and most importantly, you're stepping into your full CEO mode and also mindset, because we know how important mindset is. It's truly the foundation for your business too. You also get a custom roadmap. You get access to our mastermind. There's so many goodness that happens within the 90-day sprint. It has been so cool and such an honor watching the people go through 90-day sprint and absolutely just change their lives and change their business within 90 days, less than 90 days for some of these cases. And so if you are tired of just doing the same thing and you want 2026 to be different than the years that you've been in practice, this is for you. We are going through our profit and our signature frameworks. We are guiding and holding your hand through the entire thing. This program is truly unlike any other, especially because of the accountability that you get, the quality of trainings and content and teaching that you get, and then of course our community too, which is truly unmatched. So we're going to have some information for you in the show notes for you to join us. We are opening up our 90-day sprint the only time in 2026, starting in March. And so if you're interested, let us know. We'll also have the link to join us in our show notes. I am so honored to be here with you guys, and I will see you next week.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Wealthy Practitioner Podcast. If you want to connect with other practitioners just like you, be sure to join our Facebook group at The Wealthy Practitioner, and be sure to follow us on Instagram. See you next week.